Hi, I'm Linda Mihara. Today's class is Valentine hearts. I'm going to teach you how to do a simple heart like this, which is super easy. You can actually attach this to the card and make it a really nice Valentine's card. Also, a very nice heart with wings. Also, you can attach this to the card and make a very nice Valentine's card. And then this one's really cool. It's kind of like a locket, a heart locket, and it actually opens up and you can put a little love note in there if you'd like, or maybe a piece of chocolate or something nice candy. So let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with a single sheet of paper. Of course, we're going to use red for this time. And you want the color side face down. So let's flip this over and we're going to fold it into a triangle. So go ahead and line up your points, hold it in place, pull straight down, go to the left and right, and that makes it so that it doesn't move around on you. Now we're going to take this and fold the whole thing in half. So line up your points over here and go ahead and make your crease, and then you're going to unfold it like this. Let's rotate the model. So let's going to swing it around like this. So now the point is facing down. You want to take this point and bring it to the top here where the center line meets the bottom edge. So we're going to go ahead and line that up, and we're going to go ahead and fold that like that. And then you'll notice that you have a line, a fold already down the center. What we want to do now is bring this edge here, this half of this bottom edge, up to meet the center line here. So it's going to look like this. We're going to pivot right here at the bottom middle. So this goes up, it's a valley fold. You bring that up so that it lines up right along that center line. And go ahead and make your crease like this. Take the other side and we're going to do the same thing. Line it up with the center here. So we're going to go ahead and bring that over. Line that up and then go ahead and fold it like this. So it actually looks like an arrow. Now we're going to turn the model over. So turn it over to the back side. And you'll notice that you have two triangles up here. What we want to do is use this point here as a pivot and bring this edge, fold it down to meet this edge here, right at that corner. So we want to bring it forward. We're folding it right where that pivot point is, and you're folding it down, and you want to line that up with the outer edge, like this, and then you're folding this, like that. Then what you're going to do is tuck this in. So you want to unfold it, and then reach inside and just go ahead and tuck it in just like this. And we're going to do the same for the other side. So again, here's your pivot point here. You're going to take this top flap and fold it down right at that corner. And then going ahead and folding it like that. Unfold it, lift this bottom edge up and tuck it in. And then close it. So it looks like this. So now we just have two more steps. You see these two outer points here. We want to fold them in slightly at an angle to kind of round out the heart shape. So I'm going to take it and fold it in just at an angle like this so that it kind of makes a little bit of a curve to your heart here. And then the same for the other side. So just try to match that. Folding it down. You have a lot of layers here, so it helps if you have like a bone folder or some kind of creasing tool. Just give that a good strong crease. And you turn it over, and then there is your basic heart. You can also, there's a little slot here, so you can insert a secret note if you want, or you can have your Valentine unfold it, and then your note will be written on the inside before you fold it, which is great. So that's the basic heart. Our next model is the winged heart, which is really great. So we're going to go ahead and take our single sheet of paper. I'm using red on I want my heart to be red, and then the wings will be white, which is the back side. So the color of the heart should be face down. So I'm going to flip this over. And so now we're looking at the back side of the paper, or the wing color of the paper. We want to take this and fold this in half into a rectangle. Just like that. Give it a nice crease. Take this and fold this in half again. Like that, and then unfold it. We're also going to unfold it back to the beginning here. And what we want to do is bring the bottom edge and the top edge in to meet the center line here. So go ahead and take the edge and bring it up, line it up with the center, and you want to also make sure that your outer edges are lined up. That kind of ensures that you've got a nice even fold. Rotate the model, and let's fold this edge to the center now. So now that we have both edges meeting at the center, like this. Now we're going to turn the model over to the back side. And you see that center fold that you've created on a previous step. And we want to take the bottom edge here, pivot on the corner, and line it up with this middle here. It's kind of like a paper airplane fold. Now when you do that, you'll notice that there's an additional flap of paper that sticks out here. So go ahead and leave that. We're just going to deal with this top layer here. So you want to bring that up to the top. And of course, you're lining it up by the center here. The same for the opposite side. So this edge here lines up with the center fold here. So we're taking that, folding it up. It should meet the top edge, and you're leaving this portion here down. So your model should look like this. So now we want to turn the model over. And this top section here, we're going to fold it in half. The way we do that, we're folding it in half lengthwise. What you want to do is you want to reach up on top, and you've actually got one layer here and one layer here, and then another layer on the back. We want to grasp all of these layers here and leave that final one back. And you want to take this edge and line it up with the bottom edge here. And we want to do it a half at a time. So let's open it up. We're grasping all those layers. And let's fold this half down. So it should look like this. And if you notice, this will not lay flat. There's actually kind of a little pocket that's created here. What you want to do is reach inside with your finger, and then you want to squash this down into a triangle. You will notice that there's a fold along the top here that you want to use to line up with the top part of the wing here. When you squash it, it turns into a triangle, as you see here. Now we're going to continue on this side. So again, we're reaching in, we're grabbing this layer and this layer, but not that last layer. And we're bringing that bottom edge in to meet the bottom of that entire rectangle, that long rectangle that you have there. And let me just adjust it a little bit. And we are folding it down. Again, we have our little pocket here that you want to pop open and then squash fold it while lining up that top fold with the rest of the top of the wing, just like this. Okay. So now on these two top parts here, we want to take this outer point and fold it down into a triangle, just like that. And then this top point here, we want to fold that down slightly, just to kind of round out the top of the heart. And the same for this side here. Take that top corner, fold it down, making a triangle. And then we're going to take the final point here and just fold it down a little bit, like that. So you can see we have a nice heart shape face down. So the final step is to make the point of the wing. So if you look at both sides here, there's a layer of paper here, and then the rest of the paper here. We want to take this corner and fold it down along that edge first, unfold it, and then you're going to reach inside and tuck it into this pocket that's here. So let's take that corner and tuck it in, just like that, and then flatten. The same for the other side. So you have your edge here. You're going to take the point, fold it down along those layers of paper, unfold it, open the pocket that you see here, and then tuck the point in. Like this. So now you turn it over, and then there is your winged heart. Now we're going to do our little heart locket, and I'm going to use paper that has white on one side and purple on the other side. I want my heart to be purple, and so I want that color, the color that you want the heart to be, have that face up, and we're going to fold it into a triangle. So go ahead and line up your points and go ahead and fold it into your triangle. Open it up and rotate the paper and fold the other triangle. Just like that. So we're setting in place some pre-creases that help us collapse the model at the end. So open it up. Now we want to turn the whole paper over to the back side, and we're going to fold it into a rectangle. Okay. Nice, good, strong crease there. Unfold it, rotate, and fold the second rectangle. Like this. And then unfold. What we want to do now is do a balance fold, and that basically means we're going to fold the four corners to the center. The best way to do this without any problem, sometimes if you start from one side and work your way around in a clockwork fashion, you're off by a little bit by the time you get to the end. So my trick here is to fold the two opposite points together first, and then the final two, and it really makes it, takes a lot of guesswork out of it. It makes it nice and even. You'll find out. So we're going to go ahead and start by folding one point to the center, like this. Now we're going to rotate the paper and fold the other point, the opposite point, to meet that, like this. Then we're going to fold the final two. And you'll find you're pretty close to being exact on this. Nice and even. Okay, so we have our 4 points to the middle. Now let's go ahead and unfold everything. And let's start with this bottom corner here. You see this first fold line that you just created. We want to take this point and bring it up to where this fold intersects with your new fold. So it's going to go right to this point here. Go ahead and fold that. You should have a nice little triangle that you see here. Now you're going to take this whole section and fold it up. And then fold it up one more time, bringing this edge to the center. And you're actually folding it along this edge here. Just like this. We're going to do the same for the opposite side. So we're going to rotate this here, and we're going to bring this point to the center, like this. Take this bottom edge, you're going to fold it along this, so this whole section folds up like this. And then you're going to take this edge and bring it to the center, making that final fold. So you're tucking in that corner. So it should look like this. So now you see you have a line, a fold that goes through the center of the model here. You have one layer here, and you have one layer here. The next maneuver is going to be using this point as a pivot and bringing this edge to line up with your center fold. So it basically, you want to reach inside and you want to line up this edge with that center crease. So you're going to hold it like this and then go ahead and fold it in place. So make sure that your edges are lined up with the center here. So just put that in place for a second. we're going to take the bottom edge here and fold it down along that center line, like this. And then you're going to go ahead and fold that. So now you see that this part of the paper starts to come up. And that's what you want to have done. You want to take this and have it go continue over. And this point will end up right at this corner here. And then go ahead and fold. Just like that. You see this point and this point. Now these triangles, we're going to fold them up. So let's take this and fold it up. There's a center line here, so that's where you want to line it up. There's a center line here, and then there's also a fold line here. So that goes right to the center of where those intersect. And the same for the top point. You want to bring that down to that center point and fold that. Like that. And then the final step is to take this point that you brought over and bring that in to join the party. Just like that. Okay. So now you're going to take this bottom point here and you're going to fold it to the center here, creating a triangle. So it looks like this. Now we're going to take this point and bring it down, about maybe not quite, maybe about anywhere from a third to a quarter. Just a little bit. Again, we're trying to shape half of the heart here. So you want to use that as kind of a, however you want to shape your heart. And then now we're taking this whole flap here, which is, in mine it's white, and we're folding it over like this. So now we want to go ahead and finish the other half of the heart. And what we want to do is that first fold, we have to open up the layers and bring it up to fold along that center line like this. So again, it's taking this and you're bringing this edge to line up with the center, which right now is the outer, the half of the heart right here. And then fold this here on the bottom. And then take the final flap here and bring it down to line up with the center. And fold that. And now bring this flap over because it wants to come over. And it should flatten very nicely in place here because you've got some pre-creases in there. And then take the bottom triangle, fold it up to meet the center where these lines intersect here. Bring the top triangle down to meet the center. And then take the final flap here and bring that to the center. Everybody joining the party here. All right. So now we take this point, bring it up to the center. So this is the bottom, the other half of the heart here. And then the top point folds down just a little bit. Now you've already folded the one on the other side, so you can kind of use that as the guide to make sure that you're nice and even. Go ahead and fold that. And then take that half of the heart and fold it over. And your heart. But we have one more step to do to shape it. So we want to make that dip that comes in to make the heart. And so one at a time, take this corner and fold it back at an angle that you like and go ahead and give it a good crease and unfold it. We're going to use this as a guide now because what you want to do is open the layers here and push that corner in. So you see how I'm pushing it in here. So push it in along those folds that you just created and it will squash like this. So that step again is you're taking this corner, folding it back, unfolding it, and then reaching from the inside, you want to open this up, push the triangle down, and then closing it up And let's repeat it for this other side. So we're going to go ahead and fold it down. Give it a good strong crease, and then you're going to unfold that. You want to open this, reach inside, and then push the triangle in, and then close. And this is your finished locket heart, which is really awesome. Thank you so much for joining me for this wonderful Valentine's heart class. I hope you had fun doing the winged heart, the heart locket, and the basic heart. Have a great day.